Good morning students. Today you will learn how to derive the equation of osculating plane at a point of the given space curve. In order to derive this, let us take a curve C having the parametric equation given by this, and arc length S is measured from this fixed point A. P is the point where we are to find the equation of osculating plane. Q is a point in the neighborhood of point P. Now, the arc length from A to P, that is denoted by S, and the arc length AQ, that is denoted by S plus delta S. Therefore, the position vector of the point P, that is given by the vector R, which is the function of S, and the position vector of point Q, that is denoted by vector R, the function of S plus delta S. We have taken a current point B whose position vector is capital R, and this lies in the plane which contains tangent at the point P and the point Q. Now we have three vectors which are coplanar: the vector PB, the vector PQ, and the tangent at the point P. These are coplanar vectors. So we know that if three vectors are coplanar vectors, then their scalar triple product is 0. So therefore, the scalar triple product of the vector PB, t cap, and the vector PQ, that is 0. Now let us find these vectors one by one. The vector PB, which is given by the position vector of B minus position vector of P. The position vector of B is capital R, and the position vector of P, that is the vector which is denoted by small r. Now, the vector t cap, which is the unit tangent vector at the point P, that is denoted by r dash, where dash denotes derivative with respect to S, and the vector PQ. Vector PQ is position vector of Q minus position vector of P. Position vector of Q is the vector R, which is the function of S plus delta S, minus the position vector of point P, which is the vector denoted by small r. Now substituting the values of all these in the equation 1, we get the equation: the scalar triple product of the three vectors is equal to 0. Now we find the value of this expression by using Taylor's theorem. By using Taylor's theorem, the vector R, which is the function of S plus delta S, that is equal to vector R plus delta S times vector R dash plus delta S whole square by 2 factorial R double dash, and so on, where this denotes the sum of terms having powers of delta S 3 or more. Now again, substituting this value in the equation second, we get the equation 2 in this form. Now from here we can take delta S whole square common, and dividing throughout by that, we get this expression. Now taking limits as Q approaches to P. So as Q approaches to P, delta S approaches to 0. So therefore, the limiting position of the plane is given by vector R minus vector R dot R dash cross R double dash is equal to 0. So we get the equation of osculating plane given by the scalar triple product of the three vectors R minus R, R dash, R double dash is equal to 0. Also, if the given curve is in the parameter t, then the equation of osculating plane is given by replacing the parameter s by the parameter t. So in that case, the equation becomes vector r minus r, r dot and r double dot, their scalar triple product equated to 0. So that gives the equation of the osculating plane in terms of parameter t. Now also, we can find the Cartesian form of the osculating plane. In order to find the Cartesian equation of osculating plane, let us take x, y, z be the coordinates of the current point on the osculating plane, and the coordinates of point P be small x, y, z. Then we can find the values of the three vectors. The first vector, vector R minus vector R, substituting the values of the components. The components of capital R are x, y, z, and The components of vector r dash are x dash, y dash, z dash. The components of r double dash are x double dash, y double dash, z double dash. So we have obtained the three vectors. Now the equation of osculating plane is given by the scalar triple product of these three vectors is equal to 0. So by definition of scalar triple product, in the first of determinant, we get the components of the vector r minus r, which are x minus x, y minus y, z minus z. In the second row of this determinant, we have the components of the vector r dash, which are x dash, y dash, and z dash. In the third row of this determinant, we have the components of r double dash, which are given by x double dash, y double dash, z double dash. This determinant equated to 0 gives the equation of osculating plane in the Cartesian form. If the coordinates of the point P are the functions of parameter t, in that case dash is replaced by dot. Dot means derivative with respect to the parameter t. So in that case, the equation of osculating plane is given by this expression. So this was how we can obtain the Cartesian form of the osculating plane. Now let us see an example how to find the equation of osculating plane. So in order to explain it further, let us take a curve which is helix. We are to find the osculating plane at the point T for this helix. The parametric coordinates of a point on the helix are a cos t, a sin t, and ct. So this is x, this is y, this is z. Now to find the equation of osculating plane, let us find their derivatives. Now x is a cos t, y is a sin t, z is ct. So differentiating, x dot is the derivative of cos t is minus sin t. So x dot is minus a sin t. The derivative of y is y dot, and the derivative of sin t is cos t. Derivative of ct is c. Now again differentiating, x double dot, the derivative of sin t is cos t. The derivative of cos t is minus sin t, and the derivative of c is 0. So we have obtained the derivatives of x, y, z of first order as well as second order. Now in the Cartesian form, the equation of osculating plane at the point T is given by, in the first row we have the components x minus x, y minus y, and z minus z. In the second row we have x dot, y dot, z dot, which we have obtained already. In the third row of this determinant, we have the components of x double dot, y double dot, and z double dot. And this determinant equated to 0 gives the equation of osculating plane. Now expanding this determinant by any row or column you can expand. I am expanding it by the third column. So expanding this determinant by the third column, we get z minus ct into the cofactor corresponding to this, minus c into, eliminating the row or column of c, we get this expression, and further is equal to 0. So in this way we get the equation of osculating plane at the point T of the helix. So this was how we can find the equation of osculating plane at the point on the curve. Thank you.